Now, I'm quite surprised at what happened to this sort of kind of mini series of Beast Boy Long Wolf. And the reason why they called that because in this sort of mini series, Beast Boy's trying to change his name to Long Wolf because he's sort of trying to reestablish himself to being independent hero, not relying on the original Titans. For obvious reasons, they never really fully explain it. It's sort of hinted that he kind of broke up with the team, but they don't go into details. The only thing he says, they went off hiatus. But how he said it, how he hinted it, that basically they broke off. But he doesn't know what went wrong exactly. At least that's how he chooses to interpret how he said that specific sentence. Now, you're wondering if this series any good. You have to say yes, but he has some issues. I mean, it's good. It's the fact if you hit 18 times Go and you thought it was sort of mediocre, but you wish you have the original Teen Titans. If this is your thing, this is your jam, because this feels something from the original run, but make it a little bit more different. In fact, this is sort of the deal breaker for some of you who wants original Teen Titans. It's the fact the art style is basically bean type. Even that, ironically, it still followed the original Teen Titans because the Teen Titans was sort of inspired by anime, making sort of anime and Western mixed sort of style. And Beast Boy Long Wolf does the same thing, but follow a specific style of Studio Ghibli. That sort of being look is from Studio Ghibli. So they sort of still doing that sort of mixed Western and Eastern animation, but some reason people getting hate of the bean style. And it's the only thing who could make it a break it for you. Now, the rest of the whole season, this 10 episode series has at least a half an hour long because, as I said at the very beginning, it's a small mini series. Each single episode only lasts 2 minutes to 3 minutes episodes. If you binge all this will be sort of a half an hour. But I highly do recommend it because it is sort of surprisingly good, but also have some setbacks because it's 2 minutes long. It's sort of hard to really introduce Beast Boy each single episode to really understand what trying to do. In fact, it took about episode 3, episode 4 for me to really enjoy it. That's something I highly recommend. Do not stop of the first couple episodes. Watch it to the very beginning to the very end because it does surprise you because you understand what they're trying to do with Beast Boy Long Wolf. Of course, before I continue, my name is Rachel. I like to talk about animation, not just animation, to reviews, first impressions, cartoon theories, and sometimes, if I have some spare time, cartoon breaking news. Of course, if you like how it's going and like to help my channel, put on a like, comment, and subscribe. That's the only thing you need to do. If not, that's fine. But you do, thank you, because of you, I'm getting close to my main goal of 2,000 subscribers. And yes, I am getting close every single day. Thanks to the little people who put like, comment, and share. Thank you. Now we start with the review of Beast Boy Long Wolf. Now, if you want to see Beast Boy Long Wolf, you can find it on YouTube for free from Cartoon Network from UK because this is sort of an exclusive from UK. But they're not greedy. They will actually link the whole length episodes and season on that channel of Cartoon Network UK. You can find it off Cartoon Network UK, put it on YouTube, or you can actually just put Long Wolf on YouTube and you probably find Beast Boy Long Wolf on that specific channel in that episode. The whole entire season is just sort of a half an hour. Now, I wasn't sure what to expect. Some people really didn't like the art style. Some people wasn't sure this is a good idea because the aftertaste of Teen Titans Go. But I assure you, this is not Teen Titans Go. This is feels original Teen Titans. The only problem is each single episode is 2 minutes long. It's sort of hard to get the vibe for that short amount of time. So they decided to make it a long, dedicated small arc, basically like a half an hour. See Beast Boy so struggling becoming the Long Wolf. Even that he keep failing over and over again. In fact, I have to admit, this Beast Boy is actually super relatable. I mean, you have moments of the shorts that he doesn't have money, so he has to figure out how to get cash. I think one of the best part is sort of him versus Elephant Man destroying sort of store, but now he has to pay all the destroy stuff, but he has no money, no job. He's not rich, so he had to stay there and declaim a fix. And that's sort of the side gags or jokes in this sort of miniseries because it is very relatable. He's also funny. He also asks that question: how Beast Boy survive not having, I don't know, money, especially doesn't have no job, he's not rich, he's just struggling to pay his bills, and that is just sort of kind of relatable. On top of all this, he feels more, even that people will believe at him. Like, oh yeah, you're that guy for the Teen Titans. Oh, the funny guy. Oh yeah, I know you. And Beast Boy like, no, 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 I'm Long Wolf. Oh yes, I'm also Beast Boy, but I'm trying to change my name, be recognized, but nobody given the credit he needs to be legit. And that's what makes this version of Beast Boy so relatable, because honestly, every single time that DC trying to do something with Beast Boy, they reset him, join him with a team, but they don't really have confidence what to do with Beast Boy. But to be fair, they do know Beast Boy is a very liked character. This is the reason why he keep coming back. But in the DC comics, just the comic general, they just don't know what to do with him. And that's a sort of disappointing because he has so much potential, but yet don't know what to do. Even the anime series, they don't give him time for him. The moment we see him get time, you feel him, you relate him, you get him. This is the first time has his own anime series that I'm sort of surprised, because you expect any other side characters who have a chance to have his own series is about to be Robin, Dick Grayson, the first Robin. You expect he would be the first one to have his own solo anime series, or some of the Robins, because all the Robins are good. I'm sort of surprised they never attempted to do their own anime series. It's something that they left on the table, but they has potential. It's just DC doesn't know how to execute that as an animated series. But other than that, Beast Boy does work, but be warned, it takes a little while to get really good. It's one of those that it takes a few episodes because obvious, it's just 2 minutes long each single episode, but it's sort of worth it because you do see his struggles, that he's trying to be recognized, like you are him trying to pay bills, trying to be a recognizable person, but people don't care about him. Even the biggest fan, Nikki, who is a side character who knows who he is, just call him, oh, the funny guy. And that sort of pisses him off. It's almost like I try, and yet I don't get respect. But on top of all this, every time he does a mission, he is sort of successful, but something goes completely wrong. I think one of the most kind of funniest shorts is the fact he must help to escape the commissioner who got captured by Cobra. But the only problem is when he goes inside of their own castle, the one who have the commissioner left a long time ago. He just broke in for no apparent reason. Now he started struggling to get out, and finally found the commissioner outside and tapped in, well, I came to save you, but I guess it's sort of pointless. But once more, it is very funny, very relatable. Every single time he has to shine, he thinks he can do it, his sort of something goes wrong, and that's sort of the running gag. But that running gag make him very relatable. Of course, you say the comic books does it better, but this is like the first time they actually focus on that. This is the first time feels him trying to do something, but nobody really trust him or believe in him, because that usually the main core of Beast Boy. In fact, the original Teen Titans, that is one of his arcs. Finally developing, becoming a leader, finally having a backbone, finally facing his own fears, he could be independent. That is Beast Boy. That's why he is very relatable. He also very likable. Even that they always reset him because they don't know what to do. To me, this is the best way to approach Beast Boy. Especially Beast Boy is one of the most powerful characters in DC Universe. But the only problem is they never really fully realize what to do with him. I just don't know if they don't care or they don't know how to. If they do, they feel they can't really execute it. Yeah, I think that's sort of one of the biggest problems with DC understanding using Beast Boy. Now, one of the things this series does so well is sort of build its own universe. You feel things happen behind the scenes, but you don't have the time to show it. They just sort of nonchalant talk about, like one of the episodes saying, oh, heroes now have to pay everything wherever they damage because the incident of Aquaman. Once again, they don't show Aquaman, they show the incident, but this is a reason why heroes need to pay their own sort of incident in a battle. And that is just sort of mind-blowing. You have other moments that Beast Boy sort of attack a villain called Killer Moth, but this version of Killer Moth is sort of a badass, but at the same time not realized, because you realize Killer Moth intended to do something good because he's tempted to steal something very specific and dangerous, but Beast Boy saw that, stopped them, but not fully realized he stopped Killer Moth stealing a Lex Luthor product that could be very dangerous. And that is just sort of kind of hilarious. Like, he thought this is his W, this is his win, finally I get respect, realizing he probably messed up. You just see his expression like, oh, okay, that's and that is just so relatable and also kind of funny. And that's the thing. This thing has so much potential. Little things make this version of DC Universe so interesting, because this is just 2 minutes or 3 minutes long each single episode, but you feel fully completed. You feel you know this world. They drop hints, show posters of other DC icons. There's like another one about some kids lose a ball in a scary house, but this ball is very important to them because it's basically signed by Green Arrow, and everybody knows Green Arrow except for Beast Boy, because say who you are, like he says his name and other people keep saying who, the funny one, the one from the Teen Titans, oh yeah, the funny one. And that itself, it's just sort of fun, interesting, and very, what's more, relatable. I know I say relatable so much of this video, but it's the best way to describe it. This have so much good intention to recapture the magic of the original Teen Titans, and it does. The only problem is it's sort of the art style, it also the short minute episodes. It's sort of hard to really accept it because it has a struggle to get there. But it be said, the animation is not cheap. They really invest money of this sort of, you could say, mini series or pilot, because it is what it is. But at the same time, sort of surprised they choose to put this exclusively of UK, not America, because Beast Boy was owned by Americans that were born with, but I'm sort of surprised they went that direction. But I guess basically Beast Boy is very popular in UK. Maybe the reason why they do that. Usually they don't show the original product for the original country, have multiple different reasons. One of them is that it's because it's very popular, or two, it's very controversial, or three, maybe because the UK Cartoon Network are desperate and ask for this special for them first, then the rest of the other Cartoon Network branch, they can have it. Once more, they have different reasons why they do this. It could be either or, but I'm glad they do drop the full-length series on YouTube. You can watch. You could watch it completely free and support Cartoon Network of the original creators. But I have to admit, I do recommend it. Just you have to get used to of the bean style. It is worth it. Even if it's not perfect, it has an issue. It's sort of obvious. It is good and fascinating, especially all the side characters in the series. For example, you do have Nikki and the Two Ancients. Nikki and the Two Ancients sort of use and help Beast Boy. Especially Nikki, she is sort of a super fan, but not on Beast Boy, more like the Teen Titans. She thinks she's just the funny man, but because of her, Beast Boy feel more confident, more realized, more, yeah, I can do this. And you like that dynamic, even if it's short, you get it. She is basically the cheerleader of Beast Boy. In fact, she is sort of the person behind the computer, the one who give him direction, even that they're not partners. They just sort of accidentally keep bumping each other, but know who is Beast Boy, who maybe kind of help them, but she's not never intrusive. She's just, oh, he's here. I guess I can help him or give him direction, and that's it. And that makes the relationship interesting. This feels so more natural. It also the two Garber ancients who tempted to help him help them feels more legit with Beast Boy. It feels more believable, especially how much this guy struggles, how he's trying to convince everybody, yeah, I'm legit, I'm a hero, because I'm trying to convince you guys. But I feel that relatability is so strong of this version. This is the reason I highly recommend. Of course, it does sort of get a setback because all the villains, each villain you don't have the time to fully develop. You probably know them because if you read the comic books, but most of the villains they use are not super well known, only if you read comics. For example, like Killer Moth, he's usually the loser villain, but this version he's sort of a competent, he is actually efficient, but yet he's still classified as a loser because what happened that specific episode. And that's probably the only villain you probably recognize next to the Party Piper. He only show up once in the original Teen Titans and never really used. I think they used it in the Flash series, but he's never been used that often. But he sort of makes sense facing off with Beast Boy because his special abilities in controlling little animals. In fact, the only main villain he has in through all the city is sort of the rat. The rat, he sort of convinced Beast Boy to join his gang to actually steal stuff. But this is the thing, is this is sort of creative. They use a lot of different metaphors and interesting things of every single villain, even if it's a little bit or accidental. It's just sort of there, kind of fascinating. Now, this is my basically final thoughts of this sort of mini series. Is the fact this feels not just relatable, it feels sort of real. It feels like Spider-Man. In fact, I think that's the best way to describe this series of Baseball Long Wolf. It feels like Spider-Man, but the adult version of him. That he's sort of out of school, he doesn't have a job, he doesn't have a career yet, he's sort of struggling, and that's sort of Beast Boy in a nutshell really is. Especially how he's trying to basically figure out how to pay bills, clean his clothes, finding food, and it's sort of relatable. It also kind of asks a question, how you become a hero if you don't have money or gadgets. Especially, he points out Beast Boy does get tired because he doesn't have a super endurance. So yeah, you could see all the gags automatically. You could see this working. It's a shame it's just 2 minutes long. I wish this was a longer series. Give us at least 10 episodes each episode 10 minutes long, because this has potential to be great. The only problem is I feel that I wasn't fully confident of it, so I decided to make it short. But it's something I do recommend. It's completely free. Honestly, it just sort of surprised me. Especially all the side characters were enough and developed. The only problem is the villains didn't have enough chance to be well known. In fact, only the Nikki and a little bit of the ancients have development next to Beast Boy, and that's it. In all the other villains, you kind of get the theme, they serve personality, but you get enough to really grasp what they're trying to do. And that's all I ask, to give me an idea how this works. And this one could be a great series if they give it a chance. And hopefully people will give it a chance to at least try this special, because it is really surprisingly good. Even though it starts slow because it's sort of obvious, but it does deliver what you wanted. You have to give it confidence. And that's all I can say. I don't know. Have you seen this special? Are you confident? Are you like it? Or you still hate it? Or just give up halfway? Tell me down below. Let me know. I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.